Good morning. Thanks for coming out. My name is KP Westmoreland. I have the honor of being the mayor of the great city of Bethany. And we're going to try to keep this short and sweet as best we can because we don't want to get trampled by all of you trying to get in this library because it has been a long time coming. So we're excited about this day. This is proof of what can happen when a community comes together with a common vision and goal and is committed to trying to make something happen. This is a fantastic facility, one that everyone needs to be proud of. So excited about today and what's going to happen here in front of this building, but I'm even more excited about what's going to happen for years and years every time these doors are open when people come in here, grab a book, read, learn, and grow, and collaborate on other ideas of what's going to make this city even better in the future. I want to introduce a few people that I will ask to step up here that want to say a few words. First, Julie Ballou is the MLS Executive Director, and we want to welcome her. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. We are so excited to be here today, and like all of you, we have eagerly been awaiting this day, and just can't wait to open those doors and let you all inside. I do want to take a moment to recognize some people that have helped to make this possible. Some Metropolitan Library Commission members that are here today, our executive committee and our commission of the chair of our Metropolitan Library Commission, Nancy Anthony. I don't know if they are here. I haven't seen them, but Dr. Ann Kane is our vice chair, and Dr. Dennis Shockley is our dispersing agent. We also have here with us this morning, representing the city of Bethany on our library commission, is Watzel Carlson. If we have any other library commissioners here today, if you'd raise your hand. Somebody's back there. Beth Toland. Beth is. There's Beth. Okay, great. A lot of hard work goes into the planning and opening of a new library, including not only the design and construction of the new building, but recently the installation of furniture, computers, moving the collection from the temporary location and adding many new items to the collection, and basically setting up the library to be open today. So I want to thank Anthony Herron, our Deputy Executive Director of Operations, and I don't know for sure if any of these people are here. If you are here, raise your hand, please. Steve Butts, our Capital Projects Manager, Ann Fisher, our Deputy Executive Director of Information Technology, it's over there. Chris Kennedy, our Deputy Executive Director of Public Services, our Collection Services and Development Department, and of course, all of the Bethany Library staff for their hard work in making this day a reality. Raise your hand. They're over there. They're all wearing their blue shirts today, so you'll recognize them. I also want to recognize two people who have been indispensable in preparing this library for opening. Regional Director Erin Bedford and Bethany Library Manager Rhonda Banks. Raise your hand. Right there. Erin was the library manager when we began planning and through the beginning of this process of this project, and Rhonda has been the library manager here to see it through to the end. Thank you both for your hard work on this. We are excited to be opening this building. We have 16,000 more square feet to accommodate a larger collection, more technology and public computers, and more community gathering space, and we can't wait to start making wonderful memories in this new building.
Next, I'd like to introduce and bring up here Bethany's very own MLS Commissioner, Watzel Carlson.
Thank you all for coming. It is a wonderful day for Bethany. We all should be very, very proud. I wanted to go back and thank the City Council that had the vision to put this on a ballot for our people to vote a bond issue. And then the council today with KP Westmoreland as the mayor, shepherding it on through to this day. And my thanks, and I am so grateful to the voters that went out and voted for that bond issue, and that's the people we need to thank. Thank you very much.
Now I want to introduce the city manager that was our city manager when this dream began and helped kickstart this thing as well, Mr. John Sugar.
Thanks, Mayor. It is a great day in Bethany, and I just have a few words to say. This dream has been long in the making. I don't know exactly for sure, but sometime about 1997 or 1998, Kathy Holloway was elected to office, and she started poking and prodding me back then when I was the finance director to figure out a way to finance a new library. Later on, Kathy Larson was elected to the council. She started poking and prodding me to say, you know, we really need to do something about a library. So finally, we got together and poked and prodded then Mayor Taylor to appoint a committee, and he did appoint a committee sometime about 2014. Both Kathys were on the committee. I believe Randy was on the committee, and I think maybe Jeff Knapp was on the committee. So that's how all that started way back when. So you really need to thank them. They're the ones that really got the ball rolling. Give them a big thanks. We have a long list of dignitaries here, a lot of important people. We probably missed a few. I think the mayor wanted me to read the list because I've got these really cool bifocals. So we do have our past and present Bethany council members. Let's give them a big round of thanks. KP Westmoreland, Curtis Moore, Paul Todd, Arleta Harris, Steve Palmer, John Herron, Robert McCutcheon, Phil Shirey, Jeff Knapp, Brian Taylor, Randy Lunstra, Kathy Holloway, Kathy Larson, Matthew McGoodwin, Amanda Sandoval, and S.R. Hunter. So let's thank them. We have a great Bethany Public Art Committee. I understand that public art is one of the main features of our new library. That's Rachel Bowlerjack, Janice Gunter, Marshall Feisel, Anthony Herron, Morgan Jones, Aaron Bedford, and J.D. Cox. So let's thank them. I know I see Tammy West over here in the corner, also Representative Marilyn Stark, Senator Julie Kirk is over there, Senator Inhofe, Senator Langford, Representative Horn, and Governor Stitt. Let's thank them. Our playground committee, we have a wonderful new playground committee playground over here. Katie Westmore, Susan Westmoreland, Katie King, and Kelly Johnson. Thank you all. State-of-the-art playground. We went through quite a long process to finally hire an architect, and that was Danelle Wrightson with Dewberry Architects, Nathan Sauber, Steve Preston with Shiloh Construction, Joel Howell, and our architects, they were the architects. We also had Alvine Engineering, and Andrew Lanis with Smith Roberts Ballsweiger were the engineers to help with this revised pond area. We had a lot of city staff involved. You just can't believe the number of city staff that would be involved in something like this. But we had several interim city managers, Phil Cole, Steve Harsman, Ken Smart. We have Brad Brown, our new city manager, who's got to finalize all this. Todd Oberding was the project manager, and Amanda McQuillan is our community development director. David Davis was the city attorney at the time who made sure everything was done legal, and Phil Stow with Public Works. The Planning and Zoning Commission, there were many commissioners that had to get involved in making sure this all did meet the city's code. The Bethany Improvement Foundation certainly helped in getting the bond issue passed. In January of 2016 was one of my very last council meetings. That was the, I think, like the 5th or the 6th, something like that, of January. Resolution 1402 was passed to approve the election dates. That election, I think that resolution passed unanimously. Was one of the very few unanimous votes I ever saw, and it was wonderful to see that. The vote was held, I think, in April. I'm not positive, but probably April. And my remembrance is over 80% of the voters voted a tax on themselves for this marvelous facility. Let's give it up to the voters. Live long and prosper, Bethany. Mayor, back to you.
If your name was mentioned before you leave today, we'd like for you to find Jessica and Amanda. We have a commemorative coin for today in this library that we'd like to give to you. I've said this many times that Bethany has the most talented people on planet Earth, and I want to introduce one of them to you right now because we have the honor of having probably the world's greatest, in my opinion, sculptor in the entire world with Scott Stearman. I'd like for Scott to come up and say a few words and then give us the opportunity to look at this beautiful piece of work.
I can't believe you all came here to see me. Hello. Hey, thank you so much for being here. When I received the honor of being commissioned to create something for the library, it was an honor because putting a bronze sculpture in a public space says very permanent things to all of us, and it says some very permanent things to future generations because what we unveil today will outlive us all. And I'm humbled by that. When I'm in my studio working, feel the responsibility of doing that well, to tell the story well, which is appropriate because the name of this sculpture is The Storyteller. When I thought about a sculpture for the library, I got online, I Googled, and I looked at images, and I saw a lot of sculptures in front of libraries, and most of them reflected what a library does. I wanted to do a sculpture that talks about what a library is. And so I created this character, a storyteller. He's a fictitious character, kind of it looks like he might have come out of a Charles Dickens novel, you know. And he's telling a story to a child. And he really represents the library. He is the personification of the library. He has lots of stories to tell. The seat he sits on is not a bench, but it's great works of literature. It's works of literature about Oklahoma's native people. It's works by Oklahoma authors. It is Tolstoy and Dr. Seuss standing together to tell a great story. So when it's unveiled, there's a lot to investigate and messages that I tried to include in here. The storyteller's a whimsical kind of a guy. He has the Oklahoma rose on his lapel, and he has an eagle feather in his hat. A shout out to the native people of our state. He has a pocket watch that you'll want to investigate, and we have a treasure hunt for children that I think they'll tell you about. Little hidden messages and stories. Hello. Little hidden messages and stories that you'll need to investigate and find and discover on the sculpture. It is a sculpture about discovery, which is what the library is. It's a discovery of story, facts, truth, fantasy, tragedy. It's the story of us. The story of us resides in here, and it's waiting for us to investigate deeper. So I am honored to be here, and I am happy to present to you the sculpture, The Storyteller.
Isn't that awesome? Yes, there is the library will tell you about inside a scavenger hunt or treasure hunt that you need to ask about, and then really check out that sculpture. Now I want to bring up 5 extremely talented and important people. These 5 people were picked among their peers to represent our city this morning. They are 5 individuals who will help lead our city into the future. There are future leaders, mayors, council members, business owners, and they are going to help continue make Bethany better and better every single day. They are representatives from our 5 elementary schools. They're all in the 5th grade. From Lake Park Elementary, and I call your name, please come forward and stand right here with us. Lake Park Elementary, Lane Graves. From Overholser Elementary, Malachi Miller. From Apollo Elementary, Edward Fuentes. Is that how you pronounce it? Fantastic. From Western Oaks Elementary, Francisco Cepeda. And from Bethany Elementary, Ava League. We have 5 pairs of scissors that we're going to give to you. You are going to be the official ribbon cutters. Please do not run with these. And we also have something for you guys as well before you run off into the library. So please, on the count down from 5, on 1, you guys are going to cut. Okay? Are you guys ready to go in this library? Are you guys ready to get in this library? Let's count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your library.